you're a personal trainer. What is it about Juice Plus that attracted you? What do you love about the products?
I think for me personally, I was working really long hours myself, starting at 6 in the morning, finishing at 10 o'clock at night. I don't care what anybody says, everybody's got a nutrition gap, and I was one of those guys, I wasn't getting enough fruit and vegetables into my diet. Yeah, I'd maybe grab a salad or something like that. The quality wasn't always brilliant, but for me it just seemed like a simple, convenient way to get more fruit and vegetables into your body. I was skeptical at first, of course I was, but when I looked into
were you probably already doing some protein drinks and other things like
that?
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of use protein stuff, whey-based things, and all that kind of side of it, but, energy comes from fruit and vegetables, right? And great nutrition, and my nutrition was kind of typical workaholic nutrition. It was, an energy drink. It might have been a salad, a sandwich, something like that, but when I started my day with a pint of water and 30 fruit and veggies in the capsules, my energy levels went through the roof. I could work even harder, but I kind of had this better mental clarity. I wasn't getting a crash around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and sleeping a lot better as well. So it just made total sense to me. It was like, it can't do any harm. It can only do good,
There must have been like a like a breakthrough moment where you went, fruit and vegetable nutrition. That's what I've been missing.
Yeah. So when I saw it, I was like, why didn't I invent this?
Yeah.
I'd probably, it would have been chaos if I did invent it. I'd have been like blending fruit and veg up, pouring it on the radiator to dry it. I don't know.
It's funny you say that, 'cause I had the same reaction. I should have thought of this.
Yeah, it's a genius idea. And then, having a degree in sports science, and, when I did my dissertation, we looked at peer-reviewed journals and all that kind of stuff. And then when I clicked the science link on the website and it said over 30 peer-reviewed journals, I was like, wow, this is insane. So I started to read the summaries of all the studies. Like, I'm not that into science that I was going to read every single study, but I read the summaries, and of course it just made sense, the things that the studies said. Obviously, if you put more fruit and vegetables into your body, these things are going to happen to you. So from a concept point of view, made total sense to me. From a scientific point of view, made total sense to me. And then when I started taking the products, it just made me feel great, more energy and stuff. And my mum was the first person that I recommended the product to. So
we have that in common too.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Yeah, that's great. So, as a personal trainer, do you now recommend it to other people, or what?
Yeah, so I started to write it into my programs because, people don't get enough fruit and vegetable. Like, forget about the quality. We know the quality of fruit and vegetables isn't that great anyway, but regardless of that, they don't get enough fruit and vegetables. In Europe, there's this massive 5 a day campaign, there's TV adverts and everything, and we know it should be more than 5 a day, but people struggle with 5 a day.
Yeah.
And I used to work in a primary school, and, kids were getting packed lunches delivered by the parents, and they were, terrible pastries and, processed foods and stuff. I was like, this is absolutely crazy.
And a lot of parents go to this place like, oh, I just got to get my kid to eat. And what do you think of that? Like, just eat anything? Really?
Yeah, just eat. Yeah, it's crazy. People say it all the time. You feed your animals better than you feed your kids sometimes, or feed yourselves.
You wouldn't feed your dog pastries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So for me, it was like, I'm training people. I want them to go, you're the best trainer. You've made me feel incredible. Whatever you've recommended me is incredible. And again, it was like, if I'm training someone, I don't want them being ill.
Yeah.
We get overtraining syndrome so much because people are pushing themselves in the gym more than they've ever done before. They're cleaning up the nutrition, but then their immune system gets shot. So it was like, of course this is going to help. It's going to help with their immune system. It's going to help with the recovery. It's going to give them more energy, and that's why I added it into my programs. I would never make it essential. I'd try and put that to them and say, look, for me this is essential, but maybe you'll take the product later on down the line. It isn't something that I'd ever sold as like, you must. It was more of a case of, look, I really take this and love it. I recommend it to you. I really, suggest that you get involved in the product. Your children can get it for free as well. You're training with the best trainers. I want you to have the best nutrition as well.
Right, because for the number of hours they're putting into the gym, and I try to tell people, listen, exercise is very important, but really, I don't know if you agree with this, it's like 20% of the equation.
Yeah, you got it.
Nutrition. right?
Well, I always say, like, it's not how long you spend in the gym, it's what you do in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the hormones that you can switch on, it's the exercises that you can do to get the biggest bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's what you do outside of the gym, which is going to basically relate to your results.
So how important is nutrition in the
So we say, like, abs are made in the kitchen. You know, it's like that's it. And,
so abs are made with whey protein or fruits and vegetables. A lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, whey protein for me, it was something that I always used. I've always had asthma, and then when I did my research, like at personal trainer school, you learn a little bit. You know, the majority of my knowledge came from reading books about liver cleansing, about foods, about all that kind of stuff. Like, you've obviously read more of this stuff than me, but when I started to look into it, then I did my research on dairy, and of course it makes sense that dairy is going to have a negative impact on the body.
Right.
You know, and I used to get spots on my back from using whey protein. And we're all dopey, like, we're all stupid in a way that we get sucked into this kind of, wow, they've got a guy and a really hot girl and a really fit guy on a tub.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
want to be like that.
Yeah, and they must be using this. So, and we just fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. And, you know, you look at the health magazines and the fitness magazines. You know, every other page is an advert for whey protein. Right. It's really, really cheap to make, and you know, we just buy it. And for me, when I switched all my stuff to plant protein, you know, the complete shakes, again, more energy, better digestion, no crashes. And you know, anybody that watches this video, if you have got asthma, I would say cut out dairy, and I guarantee, like, I'll put my own medical claim on this, I guarantee that your asthma will improve within 6 weeks of removing dairy from your diet.
Absolutely. So, you're sharing this with other people. I mean, you're now a Juice Plus distributor. What do you think about this business model as a personal trainer? Like, what's attractive to you about this? Just switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, cool. I mean, you know what? For me, I think it all comes back to the product. Like, I ain't recommending stuff that I don't believe in. I ain't recommending things that I don't take. I've been taking Juice Plus for over 5.5 years now. You know, I'm 67 years old. I've been taking the product for over 5.5 years, and I love it. And it's like, if you love something, why wouldn't you recommend it? Like, I watch a funny movie, I'll tell you about it. I stay in a nice hotel, I'll tell you about it. You know, I'll go to an amazing beach, I'll tell you about it. I'll eat at a great restaurant, I'll tell you about it. That's all I do. I take an amazing product, makes me feel good, I'm going to recommend it to other people. So that's kind of the first thing. It has to be about the product. Going into the business model, like, as a personal trainer, we're that busy. We are so busy. We're spinning plates. We got clients in at certain times. And for me, I couldn't be involved in something else that was going to take me away from personal training, because I started off in a gym, then I had my own studio, then I was running boot camps, and then we set up other locations. So I was really, really busy. So I didn't want to have to buy stock. I didn't want to have to deliver stock. I didn't want to have to invest loads of money. So for me, the setup fee cost was minimal. You know, it's a click and plug website where you just click the button, they order the products, and it gets delivered to the door. It's drop shipped. And it just made total sense. And I'd write it into the program. I'd say, look, recommended supplements, turmeric, fish oil, milk thistle, Juice Plus premium capsules, Juice Plus complete shakes. And that's kind of where I went with it, and it started to grow. You know, who doesn't want to earn a little bit of extra money? Like, I think we kind of got it twisted in our minds that making money is wrong. Like, you're recommending something from the heart, you're giving someone a service, you know, they take the products, it makes them feel good. From a business point of view as a trainer, I don't know everybody that's watching this, but the shelf life is normally about 12 weeks. You know, I train some people for years and years, but on average, around about a 12-week transformation program. So, you know, get them in, train them, get them great results, and then, you know, keep them on the product forever, and you're still making a residual commission as long as that person keeps taking the product.
Tell me more about that residual income.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, as a PT, you get, my line's this: turn up, train someone, get paid. Turn up, train someone, get paid. Turn up, they cancel, you don't get paid. Turn up, you know, they cut the session short or whatever, or they're ill, you don't get paid. And it's like, I needed something else. I needed a plan B. The rent that I was paying at the gym that I worked in was £500 a month. So I just thought, if I can make £500 a month from the Juice Plus business, that'll free me up some time. That will allow me some, some relaxation time. I wasn't getting a weekend off. I wasn't getting any holidays.
Yeah.
So the residual income, for guys that don't know, is you get paid over and over and over again for doing something once.
Yeah.
Create a happy customer and you'll get paid for the rest of the life. I always kind of use the analogy, it's like, Michael Jackson. He wrote records in the 1980s. He was still getting paid over and over and over again. I mean, he's still getting paid now.
Well, that's not an option for most of us, become Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But this is so.
You haven't seen me moonwalk.
No, it's true. We could break away for that.
No. You don't want that on film.
But you've done pretty well for yourself. You've kind of become a legend in the industry. Did you see yourself being as successful as you are today?
No, I mean, just to touch on the business. So what I found was, like, the people that were training with me bought into me. They knew me, they liked me, they trusted me. Then I recommended them a product. And how it kind of came into it is we did a guinea pig program. Mm-hmm. So I said, look, I'm looking for 14 girls to try this product for 14 days. The number one thing that I was getting off the women all the time that I was training was, John, these recipes are great, this detox is great, but I haven't got time to eat breakfast. I haven't got time to grab a really healthy lunch at work. My boss is whipping me. I've got like 15 minutes and I can get a microwave meal. I'm like, no! So we did this trial, we did this guinea pig plan, and the results that they got, they all dropped a dress size. Uh-huh. It was phenomenal. And that's kind of what happened in that sense. And then they wanted to work with me. Now, they weren't qualified personal trainers, but they wanted to go the next level and be like, I want to work with you on this. I want to recommend it. So can you teach me how to build a business? So my Happy Juice Plus customers, my Happy Personal Training customers became distributors in my team, part of my organization, and they've changed their lives now. So to answer your question, I didn't get involved to earn the money that I've earned, 7 figures, and it's ridiculous what I've done in the thing, and I didn't know that was going to happen. It was kind of just a plan B for me, but I know when Jay Martin talks on the video, it starts off as a plan B and it can become a plan A. And I funded my whole personal training studio with the money that I made from the Juice Plus company. Because
that was your passion.
So I mean, if there's any trainers watching this that want the studio thing, then multiple income streams is the way to go. You can't build a freedom lifestyle with just one income, just as a PT, just running boot camps, getting up at 6 a.m, finishing at 11 o'clock at night, never seeing your family, never taking a holiday. You got to find that other thing to build along the side, and that's what I did. And my personal training income plateaued. It just stayed exactly where it was for year and year. Fluctuated a little bit, but never, because it's ceiling, right?
Because you're trading hours for dollars.
There's 60 hours a week that you can do one-to-one sessions, if that, and like you've got bags under your eyes and you're tired. My Juice Plus income was down there, but as the months went by and the years went by, it started to creep up. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm earning the same part-time as I'm earning full-time. Let's just keep pumping this. And it just started to grow, and I thought, I'm earning double. Mm-hmm. I'm earning more in a month than I'm earning in a year personal training. I was like, you know what, I'm in this to serve people. I'm in this to help more people. Mm-hmm. I can help a lot more people with an online business, spreading the message of nutrition, training them online, and it just started to grow, and we were doing like 30,000 customers a month.
So does it take special skills? Do you think you had some special gift that most people don't have? Like, a lot of people don't see themselves as salespeople.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what? That word sales, you got to sell yourself in everything that you do, whether you're a postman, a dustman, you're a bartender. You can't walk into a job and go, yeah, I'm not very good at anything, but give me a job. You got to sell yourself. I think salespeople this sales thing is like, they think that I was knocking on doors going, take the product, take the product, take the product, I'm not going to leave. It isn't that. Forget the outcome. I'm just, hey, whether you get involved or not is fine. Whether you sign up is fine, or if you don't, that's fine. If you take the products, it's fine. If you don't take the products, it's fine. I'm still here. I'm not going to go away, but I'm not going to mither you. I'm not going to, chase you down the street to do this. And it isn't sales. It's more sharing an opportunity, sharing a product, sharing something that you truly believe in. And that's kind of what I would say. The special gift thing, no, I just worked hard, and I guess I was smart enough to realize that if I worked as hard as I worked as hard as this as I did personal training, building my personal training business. Like when I was building my personal training business, I was spending hours in the gym. When I was building this, I was spending hours building it. But I realized I was smart enough to go, I'm going to condense a 30-year career into 4 years here. Whereas if I just keep working hard on personal training, it's just trading time for money, time for money, time for money, time for money. And there was no really good outcome from that. So for me, you know, that's probably the special gift thing that I just spotted the opportunity. Yeah. But, you know, we're filming this video to show people the opportunity, so you don't have to spot it. It's right in front of your face.
Right. Sometimes it's like right there, right?
Yeah.
And so what last one piece of advice do you want to give people who are personal trainers, or actually anybody who wants to help people with their health? There's so many healthcare professionals. Like, what piece of advice do you have?
I think for me, the number one piece of advice would be just forget everyone else's opinion and go with your gut. I know there's a lot of personal trainers out there that are scared about, like, it's probably the most bitchiest industry in the world, the personal training industry. Everyone's like, I'm the best, I know the best exercises, I can write the best programs, I've got the most clients, I've got the fullest diary. Like, it ain't about that. Like, drop the ego, look at the studies, look at the concept, and go from the heart. Like, what do you really want from your life, and how many people do you want to help? Don't worry about, you know, the guys bitching in the corner about what you're doing, because if you're letting people bully you out of your dreams for you and your family, then you're never going to get anywhere in life. So that would be my number one piece of advice for fit pros and trainers, is drop the egos and don't listen to other people's opinions. Just go for what it is that you want, because everybody told me that this was a joke. You know, I had personal trainers laughing at me for doing this. You know, guess what?
Who's laughing now?
Yeah, you got it. I'm in Arizona. I've just been in Vegas. I've just bought a house in Thailand. You know, I'm looking to buy somewhere.
Because you were just visiting.
Yeah,
Thailand.
yeah.
You said, I'm gonna buy a house.
Yeah, right? So you got, you know, I've got a dream to have a house on every continent. That's kind of my goal. So I couldn't do that personal training. If you want to do some cool stuff and step up and change your life and live an above average lifestyle, then you got to think bigger than the average guy. Think bigger than the average trainer. You know, the guys that were laughing at me, I can tell you what they're doing now. Well, it's 1 o'clock midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning in England now, but they'll be getting up in 5 hours. They'll be doing the same thing that they were doing 5.5 years ago, trading time for money. So, you know, in closing, for things to change, you've got to change. For things to get better, you've got to get better. I don't know a better opportunity than this for a trainer, for a Zumba instructor, for a yoga tutor, for any of those guys to build a secondary income part-time on what they're doing.
Yeah, so how many years did it, in closing, take you in terms of real concerted effort, like, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to make this work to get to where you are today? Yeah,
I'd say about 4 years. I call it, you know, the 4-year career is kind of the model. You know,
what you said, 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years in 4 or 5 years. I mean, I made a mess of it when I first started because I didn't know what I was doing. It was new. We were the pioneers. Now we got a proven blueprint. We got a system. We got a structure. We combine it with online marketing, social media, and it just blows up. Yeah. And I teach people, look, you don't have to promote Juice Plus, Juice Plus, Juice Plus. You just build your brand, and this is the vehicle that helps you get results within that. So it's never about, you know, you did a great job with your program, Transform 30. My program was Fat Loss Anywhere. I'll help people drop body fat from anywhere in the body, anywhere in the world. You don't have to live in my town for me to help you. And that was kind of the message.
And that's freeing, right? To be able to help anywhere, anybody, anywhere on their own.
It's amazing. So I would say whatever you've got to do, you've got to work really hard at it. So why not work hard and smart at the same time? Change some lives, change your own life, inspire other people, you know, to live healthier, to be more, to see more, to do more, and become more. And that's what this business model does. And the great thing about it is risk-free. Like, I go to bed at night knowing I'm helping people get healthy, I'm helping people get wealthy, and no one's getting hurt by this. This is the perfect scenario for me. So yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
it's a
cheers.
wrap.